It's no surprise that everybody would want to live in Ladera Ranch because it's beautiful homes and all the streets are tree lined. We've got a great location and it's an extraordinary community.
Since we had a business here in Ladera, we wanted to live in the same community that our business was in and our children went to school. So we decided to buy our dream home. And our dream home, we always wanted a ranch. So we thought, you know what, let's just take that leap and buy our last house, our dream home, and our retirement home, and live out the American dream.
Can I get the napkins, honey?
When the credit crisis happened and people couldn't borrow the money anymore, there was no way to go but down.
Well, in 2008, when the big crash happened, especially here in Ladera, our business went down 50 to 70%. We didn't have, first, seconds, thirds on our homes. We weren't in credit card debt. We just now no longer could pay the higher mortgage that we were paying at such a high interest rate.
It felt like everything was like this perfect storm happening with storms coming left and right, and we didn't know what to do.
We decided to try this loan modification, this new thing that was going on with the banks. It was more stress in trying to work with the bank for a loan mod than it was thinking you were losing your home.
The banks really will not seriously consider a modification if you look as though you're making your payments on time and it doesn't appear to them that there's any hardship. So in order to get their attention, unfortunately, they know that if they default on a payment or two, then it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, how can we help you stay in your home? And they do attempt at that point to try to work with them.
Even though it was hard times, we still were paying our mortgage. So to enter into it, we were late the first month. Second month, I was more panicked. Called the bank. Okay, I didn't send you the check. We're still in the loan. Oh, yes, we have your paperwork. But then after the third month you're late, that's when all the foreclosure process starts. You get letters, your foreclosure date is such and such a date. And you're like, what? How? We're in the loan modification program. We finally, after quite some period of time, we finally entered into the loan modification trial period for 3 months. They lower your payment. If you don't default or bankrupt, then you get a permanent loan mod. When we got that letter, we felt we're saved. This is an easy payment for us. We're going to keep the house. After the third month, I called and said, okay, we paid the 3 months, now what do we do? Continue to pay, but then continually would ask for the same papers over and over again.
So we did it, thinking we're going to get through this and we're going to get approved.
In July of this year, then we got the final letter that said, you do not qualify for a permanent loan mod. And we were like...
So we were forced to short sale. It was either short sale or foreclose.
We're fortunate that we're not homeless. We're fortunate that we don't have to live out of a car or do something like that. So for temporary, we're going to move in with my family. As a husband, you feel broken that I failed, that there was nothing more that I could do, and the banks weren't going to help. And for me, that's something that I have to regroup in myself to, again, provide for my family and rebuild.